The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
CDQ's Auto Garage. Understand and adhere to safety guidelines and practices. Follow all manufacturer's directions and procedures. 2020 Mazda CX5 dry belt replacements. Tools needed: hydraulic jack stand, socket set, ratchet wrench, impact wrench, screwdriver, flashlight, car towels, personal protective equipment, PPEs, first aid kit, gloves, safety goggles, safety footwear, coveralls and aprons, knee pad, auto floor mat. Okay, this is CDQ Drop a Dime YouTube production. Today we got another job for you. It's a auto mechanic job. What we're going to do today is we're going to be replacing the serpentine belt and the water pump belt on a Mazda 2020 CX5. We think it's time for those belts to be replaced, so we're going to be replacing those two belts. And what I wanted to show you is the process. Of course, I'm not an auto mechanic, and if you need any help with your car or any mechanical work on your car, please see a licensed auto mechanic. This video is for entertainment purposes only. That is my disclaimer. Again, this is CDQ Drop a Dime YouTube production, changing a serpentine and water pump belt on a 2020 CX5 Mazda. So that's the passenger side front tire that we're going to have to remove in order to get access to those belts. All right, these are the tools that we'll be using. We're going to use a 17 millimeter, and also we have the parts for the serpentine and the water pump. We got a rag or towel that we'll have to use in order to remove the water pump belt. And of course we got the jack to jack that up, and of course the jack stand to go under the car to give us that protection we'll need when the car is up in the air. Okay, the first thing that we did is we put the car into park, and we also put two blocks behind the opposite rear tire, so that will be on the right hand side, the right passenger side. Back tire is where we took two blocks, one on either side of the tire, to just give us some support there. The next thing I did is I went and I already loosened the bolts, and I did that with my power tool here. I just loosened, but I didn't remove them. Just all six of them. I mean, 5. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Now we want to position this jack. All right. So as you can see, there are two markings here where, right here, I don't know if you can see that with my finger, where my fingers are. There's a line, and there's a line there. That's where the jack is going to go. Okay, I have a metal plate here so I don't lose anything. And when you go to try and pull this off, and it was too low still, then jack it up a little higher. So as you can see, once I removed the car, I put the tire right up under the car to give me added protection, so that if the jack doesn't hold, the tire will add as your protection. And also the jack that I'm going to put right here. Okay? Alrighty. Let's Okay. I'm not sure if I was able to show you underneath the car what we did. We put that there as added protection. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to remove the cover to get access to the belts. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I believe there's one behind it. So again, there's one here, clip, there's a clip there, there's one there, and there's one there. Okay, that's 4. 1, 2, and I know there's one behind it. There it is. So we'll make sure we get the one behind it as well. There we go. So a total of 5. We had to remove the cover to give us access to the belt. Let me show you. It's up in here that we have to get to the tensioner in order to, up there, to remove that tensioner. There is the belt here. I just went there and I put my 17-inch and I was able to grab that. Now I want to just pull it up. Okay, let's inspect it. Okay, I mean, there's some, but not a lot. The next belt we want to move is this one here. This belt here is what we're going to be removing, where my finger is. Okay, so what you can see as I put the red cloth in there, then I used my ratchet here, right there, to just turn the pulley, and the rag went around. And as the rag was going around, what I did, I pulled on the rag. The pulley's here. This is the one that that is attached to the back one, and that made it so that when I took me 2 times, as you can see, the rag is going through its 2nd time, and that allowed me to go ahead and pull the rest of that off, as you can see. So that's the way I had to do that. Let's pull that pulley and put that ratchet in. That's a 3/16 millimeter right here to go in this pulley to turn it. Okay, of course, it's, like I said, it's a little hard trying to show it to you, but that's what you have to do to remove the belt, the smaller belt. All right, I checked the belt. I inspected the belt. I don't see any cracks in this belt. You know, there's no grease, so nothing's leaking, which is good. You want to make sure you look for that, but there's nothing wrong with these belts. That's okay. At least we'll go ahead and we'll get it done, and that way we'll put the new ones on. We'll just go backwards, the way that we removed it, to replace it. So obviously the last thing we took off was the small one. Yep, for the water pump. Alrighty, there we go. Alrighty, so that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and try and put these guys back up. See what we got. Okay, as you can see, I did put the serpentine or the V-belt back on. I used the Continental brand, and it did fit. The smaller belt that I used did not fit, so I put the old belt on because it wasn't that bad. And I'll probably just order the Mazda belt itself. So that's what I did. The way that I took everything off is I just went in reverse to put everything back together again. As you can see, those are the belts that we put there, right there. Okay, and I'll show you down here. So that's what we did. We put the, as you can see, we put the smaller belt here back on, and I had to use the towel to get that back on, but this is the same belt that was there. Unfortunately, I had to use that same belt. Just want to make sure it went back in place. It is in the very rear back side, which is back here. The new belt is right there. Just want to make sure that they fit into the grooves here. You could clean it off before you do it, and of course that goes back up here. I don't know if you can see that, but back up in there is where the belt went in. Okay, and this area here, up in here, is where the tensioner is. And the way I got to remove or release that tension is by this right here, this hex nut. I put a wrench on that, and then I put another wrench on that in order to give me the leverage enough so that it pulled that tensioner down, allowing me to put this new belt on. And you just want to make sure that the belt is on correctly. You can see where the grooves are, that's going to go where the pulley is, and you have the ridges there. So that's what I did. That's a new belt, Continental belt. I don't think neither one of them needed to be replaced. In my opinion, they could have went for another 6 months with no problem. But that's what I did. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, this was the replacement of the dry belt, the V-belt or serpentine belt. And of course, we put also the smaller belt on. Okay, as you can see, the belts are turning. Just wanted to make sure that they were correct. As you can see, both belts are in place and are turning. That's the one there that we put on, the old belt, and of course the new belt is here. All right, that's up top. Just want to check that the belts are intact. That looks pretty good. Okay, and we'll put everything back together now. So again, we thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe and comment. Would love that you do that. God bless you and be safe. Thank you very much for watching.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Thank you for watching, and may God, through Jesus Christ, both bless you and yours and keep you safe. Amen.